you will be able to find the solutions faster without having to calculate a lot. Dear chess lover, I am Grandmaster Gabuzyan and I welcome you to the most important endgame course, the Pawn Endgames. Why is it the most important? Because from almost any other endgame you can get into pawn endgames by exchanging the last remaining pieces. Now many players feel unconfident here and make mistakes. One reason is they lack the knowledge of pawn endgames, so they might transpose to a lost one or miss the right transition. Another is since pawn endgames occur after all pieces get exchanged, they mostly arise when both sides are low on time. Generally, there is not much time left to calculate everything in such positions. Also, if you don't know the main concepts in this endgame, there will be positions where you won't be able to find the win or save the game. On the other hand, if you know the main concepts of the pawn endgame, you will be able to find the solutions faster without having to calculate a lot. Also, you will be able to identify the right transitions into pawn endgames and avoid the wrong ones. As you master the skills to play this type of an endgame, you will start feeling more confident about the decisions you make here. On top of that, you will be able to punish the mistakes of your opponents. In this course, I am going to help you build a strong foundation of pawn endgames step by step and teach you all must-know theoretical positions and must-know concepts based on your level. Let's get started. Dear champions, in this video I will show you positions and concepts which we'll learn in this section. Let me tell you that the under 2000 section is the same as the section about pawn endgames from the must-know endgame theory course. If after looking at these positions you feel confident you know them, you can go to the advanced ones. Let's get started. Dear friends, let me now show you the positions which we are going to see. We'll start from a concept of the pawn square. In other words, when one of the sides has a passed pawn and the opponent king is far away, so not in front of it, there are some strategies to understand whether the king will be on time to stop the pawn advancement or king will be too late. So there is gonna be a promotion. Instead of learning it move by move, we will see the concept, helping us to identify this very quickly. We're going to see lots of situations, king and pawn versus opponent's king trying to push the pawn. And there will be certain conditions. Now we're going to see situations with the pawn at the edge of the board, rook pawns. And those are not the best pawns to play for the win. We're going to understand why. We will learn the main rules of opposition in conditions when the two kings are in front of each other and the attacking side tries to promote the pawn. They are the attacking and defensive strategies. So in some occasions it's gonna be winning and in some occasions positions will be drawish. We're going to cover a topic of distant oppositions. In conditions when the kings are far from each other, there will be certain conditions how to defend and how to try to attack. We'll cover situations whenever the pawn is fixed on the 6th rank, and this is gonna be a very dangerous pawn for a defending side, as many positions might be winning. In other situations, king and pawn versus king and pawn opponent, we are going to see interesting options. This is a famous zugzwang position, and while from the first sight position seems to be very easy, there are very dangerous moments which you need to know. And at the end of the section, we are going to learn the pawn race. In other words, whenever both sides have the passed pawns, they are trying to be as fast as possible and promote ahead of opponent. So dear friends, those are the type of positions we are going to see. Now I offer you to go back and continue. Dear friends, as I said previously, if you know those positions and concepts really well, or you have seen the must-know endgame theory course, you can go to the advanced sections. There you will learn about concepts like corresponding squares, multitasking king, breakthrough, and many others. On the other hand, if you are seeing the above positions for the first time or don't feel you know them well, you can go start from the under 2000 section. Some positions in under 2000 sections are theoretical. Apart from theory, I will help you to understand the concepts and ideas. So even if later you forget the concrete moves, you will be able to make the right decisions based on your knowledge. It's going to be very interactive and I will ask you many questions during the videos. So stay alert and focused. And to check your knowledge, I will offer you a test towards the end of the section. Let's go ahead and get started with the under 2000 section.